Hi everybody, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. Welcome. I'm a little behind, so forgive me here. I got sidetracked with something for work, work interfering with my play. You know how that goes. Okay, let me pull it up here on my computer. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. Now, next Monday is Labor Day. Hi, Janet. Next Monday is Labor Day. Oh, let me turn this sound off on my computer. Next Monday's Labor Day, so I'm not going to do a live next Monday. So I will, hi, Diana, nice to see you. So there won't be a live next Monday, but then I'll be back the following week on the 14th, okay? So I just wanted to let you know. Let me share this real quick on my page. And we are going to get busy. I have a fun technique I want to show you. It takes a little bit of time, but if you like what you see and you share it with your friends, comment down below, and I might send you, you might win the project I'm working on tonight. So if you remember last week, I played with I showed you I can't remember the name of this bundle, Peace and Joy bundle. Remember, I showed you 3 cards. I made this one live, and I showed you this one, then this one a little more contemporary. So the winner of this card from sharing last week's video is Elizabeth Brown. So Elizabeth, I will get this card out to you very, very soon, okay? I thank you. I thank you for sharing. That helps me a lot. So tonight, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and put the phone up in the holder, and we're going to get started. Hang tight. Okay. I've decided what I'm asking for Christmas is a setup for my lives, like for my camera and for my lighting and stuff. So, see if Santa brings that to me. Okay. I was going to show you a really cool technique that has been around for a while, but I had never tried it. I had the equipment to do it and never did it, the supplies, and they call it the press and seal technique. And this is press and seal. If you're not familiar with it, it's like a cling wrap, and it clings on. It has one side that's kind of sticky and will hold, give you a seal on food. There's one, I guess somebody else's box had one where it had a glass of liquid and it was sealed around and you could turn it sideways. But anyway, I like when we can use stuff out of our kitchen for crafting. So anyway, this was the purple cards were my first attempt, and so we're going to do it again. I'm going to show you how to do it. All my stamping's done, the flowers, so don't worry about that. It's not going to take that long. I used the All Things Fabulous stamp set and the Coordinating Fabulous Florals dies, the flowers and the leaves. So, but I thought I'd just show you real quickly. This is a great 2-step or 3-step stamping. And in case you're not familiar with what that means, I thought I would show you. Here I have a scratch piece of paper. And so you're going to put 2 or 3 layers down. It kind of depends, and it takes some experimentation. I'd use that for another card, and I just kind of have to would experiment with different colors and see what they looked like and come up with a combination that I liked. So these purple ones I use, let me look at my cheat sheet here. I used Highland Heather for the first layer, and that was at full strength. Then the second layer was Gorgeous Grape stamped off, and then the third layer was Gorgeous Grape full. So I can see this is going to give me some trouble again tonight. I had trouble last week with my video. So thank you, Diana, for sharing. So I thought I'd show you real quick how you do 2 or 3 step stamping. I'm not going to do all these because I've already done them. So first you start with your largest, your background, and you generally want to use your lightest color and then go to your darkest color. So you'll put that down just like that. Okay. That's all I'm gonna, and that's Flirty Flamingo, and that's full strength Flirty Flamingo. Okay. Then I've got Melon Mambo here. My second layer is Melon Mambo, but it's stamped off, and you know what that means. You ink it up and you stamp it. You stamp off one layer of the ink and then you come back and you stamp it. Now you learn, this is where photopolymer, I have to kind of look right over it. Stamps are great because you can see through them. And you kind of learn after you do a couple of these how to line them up. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see it here, but I've learned I kind of line this up and this up with the edge of the flower, and then this piece here stays white, and that's kind of what I look at when I stamp that. And then the third layer is the same Melon Mambo, but it's at full strength. And let me see, I think it goes like that. Yeah, I just want to get my flower oriented the right way. So let me see here. There we go. See how that works. You got to pretty much be right on top of it. So that's how 2-step, or in this case 3-step stamping works. I just wanted to kind of show you that. So that's what was used on all of the flowers tonight. We're going to do this card in pink flowers like I just stamped, okay? So you have all of your pieces die cut. I mean, these could be flower images that are line drawings, and you've colored them in with the blends. It really doesn't make a lot of difference. You just have to have them all die cut out. And something I learned when I did this one is I needed more around my border, so I actually did more flowers like this. Whoops, let me get these out. Okay, and you go all different ways like this. And then kind of putting your, I may still wish I had more than this, but practice as you experiment on stuff. So these were some of the leaves out of the stamp set. Some of them are stamped in Pear Pizzazz and some of them are stamped in Old Olive, and it's just kind of random. So I'm going to try to fill in some of the space here a little more. So there we go, like that maybe. And that's okay that they're hanging off the side. I probably could have used another flower or two, but it's trial and error whenever you're doing something new like this. But it was really a lot of fun. And I'm just going to lay this one here like this. I just have a lot of leaves. I got kind of tired of stamping leaves and flowers yesterday when I was preparing. Let me put one here. I'm trying to kind of make them connect in this one here. So there you go. It is what it is. So then you take your press and seal. Let me go ahead and pull this off here. And you only need enough to cover your piece. There we go. And this side here is kind of sticky. I don't know, see, it kind of stuck to itself. Okay, so what you're going to do then is put the press and seal. I had never used press and seal for anything. Oops, see, I kind of moved it here. There we go. And you're going to press it down, okay, and adhere it to your flowers here. Okay. And let me pull it up. It's stuck to my paper. There we go. And then, I mean, I would trim this off. And then what you do is you take it to your die cutting machine, and using your rectangle die, you cut it out. And I have done that already. I did that right here. Okay. So, oops. Now, I did not do this till this evening. I didn't want to do it yesterday and then not be able to get the press and seal off of the, listen to that. There we go. Off of there. I mean, it's got a pretty good stick to it. So, I'll put that over here. So, you can see here, and you're going to punch out. This is, I think, like the rectangle dies. This is the 1, 2, 3, the fourth from the biggest. So, then you're just going to pull this out. And my first attempts were crooked, but you know what? That's okay. Probably most people aren't going to be able to tell, and if they do, well, I'm kind of like, this is handmade. If people don't much care for it, then, you know, I guess that's up to them. Okay, so then what you're going to do is we're going to put this to the side for right now, but we will be coming back to that. And you're going to pull this piece of cardstock off. Okay. Trying to make sure you don't take it off. There you go. Yep, see, there's one of my mess up ones. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go around and you're going to put dimensionals on every piece. Okay, so this will get just a little bit, as I like to say, a little fiddly. It'll take us a second, but oh, I know what I want to do first. Shoot, doggone it, I should have done this first. I forgot something here. Okay, is this where that, well, I guess it doesn't make any difference. You know what I did? We needed to cut out around, sorry guys. Okay, I'm gonna put that back down on there. Cut around this edge here. I'm gonna get a bigger pair of scissors here. Okay, we will make this work. Yeah, you want to do this before you take this off of there. Sorry about that. I got so excited to get moving. So it would be easier if this was still adhered, but it's not. So, and probably will want to trim down the press and seal a little bit. Would make it a little bit easier too. So. This would be much easier if I'd have done this when I was supposed to, but oh well, it is what it is. But I always like trying new techniques and stuff like that. And, you know, there's always a bit of a, whoops, it stuck to me, learning curve, you know, but this isn't too bad. Okay, almost done. Just trim this edge up again here. There we go. Okay, get rid of this. Now, we're back on track. So, now you'll take that piece off and start putting dimensionals on every piece of your die cuts, okay? I guess I'll put it there. I've got some half pieces for these leaves here. Actually, I'm going to put that that way, I think. And this is when you can go and go dimensional crazy here. Save. Let's see. Let's do that. Let's save that little piece there. I might want that. Oh, okay. I can't believe next week is Labor Day. 2020 has been such a bizarre year. That's all I can say. Take another half of one. See, these little half ones work well for these leaves here, so I can get some decent support on them. And yeah, and you'll know if you didn't get every piece with a dimensional on it, because it will not stick to your paper and it'll want to, you know, fall off. So I'll put one here like that. Whoops. I'll put one here like this. Maybe overkill, but you know what? That's okay. This is, I'll put this one down here. I just thought this was such a cool technique. When I saw it, I wanted to give it a try. Okay. I'll put that one right there. Almost done there. Then you got it, I got it. Now I got to take all the backs off of them. So I'm hurrying. So have you started on your Christmas cards? Have you decided which one of our great stamp sets you're going to use for your Christmas cards? I haven't. I don't usually want to think about Christmas until about October. But okay. You know, I know there's a trick where you can poke these with the little end of the sharp end of the U-pick tool. But you know what? I can't do that. It just doesn't work. And that, unfortunately, my fingernail broke, so I'm struggling a little bit. Let me use my left hand. I can maybe go quicker. Got a little more nail on my left. There we go. Now we're cooking. Where's the funniest place you ever found a backing to dimensional? For me, I think it was on the end of my dog's nose. About once a month, she finds one on the floor, and she comes up and it's on the end of her nose. And you know what? I'm going to put a little one more run right in the middle here, on there. I may be putting some more on yet. Okay, so I cut some card bases, and I think this was Petal Pink, if I recall. I get our pinks mixed up. Yeah, that looks like that's Petal Pink, I think. Don't hold me to that. It'll be, oh, I know where I have it at. It is, yep, that's exactly, that is Petal Pink. Okay, so then you can turn it over and adhere it. You're going to, and that's one reason that mine ended up a little crooked, is I didn't have enough supporting it. So if you have a little more, it makes it a little bit easier, I think, to place it. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I don't like that. That one's crooked too. It's just hard because it's kind of flexible. Let's try one more time. Okay. I'm going to start at the top, I think. If I can get it. Oh, shoot. Guess we'll start here. If I have to, I can trim the edge of the card down. I've done that before. Have you ever done that where your card ends up a little bit crooked and you trim the edge of, there we go, that's a little bit better, one more here. I'm gonna try to adjust this, because it's because this is wrinkled right here that it isn't quite straight, I think. There we go, I think that's better, there we go. So that's another reason why it's important to have something all the way around. It gives it a little more structure and helps it hold its form better. That being said, that will be a good place to start taking it off. Now, when I did this on my purple card, there were a couple places that I tore the cardstock, and I just took a little bit of Tombow glue and glued it right back down. So while this isn't terribly sticky, you do have to use a bit of caution. I think if you went too fast, it would, you know, you could tear it. It doesn't leave any real sticky residue or anything, but you can see, there we go. So like I said, this is a, oh, yep, that one did not have a little bit of a, I'm just not gonna worry about that little piece, but I should have had a little bit of a dimensional on the back of that. And there we go. There we go. And there is the base, or the first card, the one with the frame. Now, we're not going to let this good center go to waste. We're going to do the exact same thing with that. I'm going to take this piece off the back. Oh, I don't have to trim around this one. It's already trimmed. The key will just be make sure I get dimensionals every place that I need them. And I do have some smaller little areas here, so let's see if I can put one right there. I know this is boring watching me do this, and if this was recorded I could fast forward through this, but it's hard to record, or you can't fast forward through a live, can you? So is this a card you would try, a technique that you would try? I'm going to cut this one a little smaller here. I think I'll do some more of these. I might try a different stamp set with a little bit bigger, you know, bigger images or something. Let me put that there. That one there. Oops. Up there. If you can overlap where two of them meet, that works to help stabilize them. So you got to make sure you stock up on dimensionals if you're going to do this technique a lot, because it does use a lot of them, but I think it's really cool, and they'll go, how did you do that? See, I want to make sure I get these down here supported, these little pieces, and I may end up losing a couple of them, but I'm going to try my best not to. Here's a little piece here. I'll put that here. Whoops. There we go. These are kind of hard when you're trying to work fast, aren't they? Okay. I think between these two, the purple one here and this pink one, I've used just about a whole sheet of dimensionals. So yes, you certainly want to put one here to support that piece, and I got to do this right here. Cut that off. Some of these odd ones come in handy for something like right there. And I think I'm going to put a little piece right there. Let's see. I always use these ends for the odd pieces that I need. Okay, let's see, I'm gonna put one more right there. Oh, that's too big. Right there. Okay. Let's take the backs off of these and we'll see how these turned out. And this is a little bit easier to place because they're a little more compact. But again, I got mine kind of crooked. I've got a little piece on here. I think I'm going to put it right on there. Oh, go back to my other hand. The new die cutting machine, the Stamp and Emboss machine, customers can start ordering that tomorrow. I hope you're excited. I like mine a lot. It seems to weigh about the same, but you know, it seems like it's lighter because it's a little more compact, I think. Okay, let's see. Do we have that? Yeah. Okay, where's my other card base? Here we go. Press this down right on here. Oops, come on. There are all those dimensionals on there. Now they want to stick to my hand. And there we go. And we'll see if I missed anything when I take this off. Let me get this started here. It's always kind of a surprise what you're going to find. Come on. There we go. So far, so good. I didn't have, so far, knock on wood, I have not torn any. But like I said, when I took it off the purple, there was a couple of places I just tore the, yeah, see, I lost that little piece right there. Oh, that one's trying to tear. So I'm going to try to go, cut this right here. So I can go approach it from the other direction maybe and get it off without tearing. And I'll show you how I fixed it. Oh, there it is. So if you like this technique and you like the video, please share it and comment shared, and maybe I'll be sending you one of these cards. Okay, you know what, I'm going to just take that piece off right there. It's a little bit too small. So I think after you do it a couple times too, you can kind of, you know, think, well, this pink one has got a lot more coverage on it than the purple one. I think that, as you can see, there's still a couple of spots. If I really wanted to, I could probably, and there we go. Okay, now all that's left, whoops, is, look at that, the sentiment. I guess that little piece is not going to stay either. Okay. There you go. And so, you know, usually we want to stamp first before we glue anything down in case we screw up, but this is the perfect time to use the Stamparatus, okay? So I am again, just like I did on this card here, I'm going to use that sentiment. It's from the Happiest of Birthday stamp set, okay? And this is a red rubber, so I'm going to, I don't need that little foam pad, but you got to get the magnets out. These magnets are very strong. If they hit against each other, they will break. You can get your skin pinched, and it hurts, and I know that because I've had it happen. See, I might put a little piece of another dimensional right under that, and I might trim that little piece off there too, but right now I'm not going to. So you have to be very careful. They're super, super strong. Okay? But the nice thing about this, about the Stamparatus, is that, whoa, it lets you go back to restamp if you need to. Let's see if I can kind of put that under that edge. Boy, that is strong. But you don't want them to hit together because they will break and they're very fragile. So we're going to use the same sentiment. Get it out of my box here. And we're going to place it right here. Okay, it fits, just fits in there. So hopefully that looks good. So then I'm going to put my plate down, pick it up. Perfect. I think I'll go ahead. I hadn't thought this out. I had what ink I was going to use, but I think I'll use the Melon Mambo because it's darker, and so it'll show up better on this lighter pink. So I am going to stamp this one up. And like I said, the reason I'm using the Stamparatus on this is because if I don't get it stamped right the first time, I can do it again. I'm just gonna give it a nice good press, and let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm gonna try one more time. We're gonna see. I may have to just ink it up again and stamp one more time. I think I'll stamp one more time. I think my ink pad actually needs to be re-inked, and I meant to do that, didn't. You know, you get busy, and okay, one more time. And because it's in the Stamparatus, it's going to go in the exact same place. There we go. Better. Okay, so that is stamp, or card number 1. There we go. And the other one here, on this one I pulled it out of this stamp set, and it says, "You make flowers smell sweeter and the sunshine brighter." So I'm going to use that because that's a good one, that good kind of all occasion one. And I don't even have to take this big one off. Here it is. Let me make sure it's going to fit. Okay. It's going to go right there. But you know what I'm going to do first? Because this is photopolymer, I do need to use that foam mat. So we're going to put that back under there, like that. Put my grid paper, put my card in there, use my magnets. See, now I got plenty of room for my magnets. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to reorient that so that I'm not stamping right next to the hinge. I'm going to reorient it this way. And we'll put this, make sure I got this right. There you go. You make the flowers smell sweeter and the sunshine brighter. So that's perfect for this card. And so the nice thing about the Stamparatus is you can turn it around and use the other side for another stamp. Look at that. And it just picks it right up. There you go. I'm going to put this right under there. And so I'm going to ink this one up here. Now when you're using, on something like this, normally I wouldn't worry about what I'm getting on here, but because this is elevated too, I am going to wipe this off because I don't want it to get on the card. If it was flat on the, let me get a little bit of water here, sorry. Down and wasn't on dimensionals, I wouldn't worry about that so much, but I want to make sure that, there we go, that's better. Okay. A lot of people like to use Stampin' Spots for the, that's on the underside for this. So let's see here. Because then you don't get so much of that. There you go, perfect. I'm not gonna mess with that anymore. I think that that worked out just beautifully. Let me set this over to the side here. Put that right. Whoops. Doggone it. So, I hope you liked seeing how to do the press and seal technique. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. Takes a little bit of practice, and I do like my pink ones. You know, I think they turned out better than my purple ones, but again, those were my first ones, and you can see the difference. This one's much more full than that one. And you know, I suppose if you were, this would actually, if you wanted them a little more spaced out, something that kind of looked like a grid or a trellis behind it might actually look really cool. So I want to thank y'all for sticking with me, hanging out with me here while I do this. And don't forget, if you shared, comment, shared, and I will get you one of these cards next week if your name is chosen. So everybody, actually remember, next week I'm not going to be here. It's Labor Day here in the U.S., so I will be back on September 14th, okay? That's 2 weeks from tonight, so I look forward to seeing y'all then. You guys take care and have a great week. Bye now.